Decay of Logos is a third-person action RPG developed by Amplify Creations and published by Rising Star Games. In this Souls-like adventure, players explore a world filled with mysterious dungeons and challenging enemies. You take on the role of Ada, a young adventurer who sets out on a revenge mission after her village is burned to the ground by the Crimson Knights. Shortly after, Ada befriends a mystical elk who accompanies her on her journey. Decay of Logos prides itself on not having too much hand-holding. Despite this, there is a brief tutorial area with small statues that explain or hint at various gameplay mechanics. Once you begin exploring, you'll come across ancient ruins, treacherous swamps, and some environmental puzzles. The elk is primarily a mount that you can ride while exploring, but it's difficult to control and gets stressed easily by nearby enemies. You're supposed to continuously feed the elk berries and cuddle it to form a bond over time, but early on it's just easier to travel everywhere on foot. You may need to summon the elk to help with solving a puzzle, but sometimes it'll follow you into areas that it shouldn't be and get stuck on objects. The elk is best used as additional storage since you have limited personal carrying capacity. While the enemy character designs are visually interesting, their repetitive attack patterns make combat feel repetitive. There is also a bit of input delay when fighting, which makes crucial actions that rely on proper timing, such as parrying or dodging, almost useless. For a game that relies heavily on your ability to survive hostile encounters, Decay of Logos lacks the precision to ensure that you're fully in control of your fate. Fighting makes Ada tired, which is reflected both in your stats as well as visually through how she carries herself. You will need to rest at camps and prayer shrines, both of which act as save points and respawn locations when you die. Stopping to pray at a shrine will restore your HP, but resting at a camp will both restore your HP and replenish all of your stat points. The downside is that camps can be ambushed, and both types of rest stops are few and far between. The game also uses an automatic leveling system, so you won't be able to customize your character's attributes or truly build the character to your liking. Unlike the Souls games, health potions do not get refilled when visiting a save point. You only get more from random loot drops, so you'll have to use them sparingly. Your weapons and armor will also degrade over time as you use them in combat. Maintaining a supply of weapons, armor, and potions requires thorough exploration and diligent inventory management. Decay of Logos' world and characters are aesthetically pleasing, and I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of the voice acting. However, the game has lots of room for improvement and desperately needs some bug fixes. Aside from the technical problems, there are just too many gameplay mechanics working against you. The Dark Souls games are punishing yet rewarding, but this game's difficulty comes from tedious personal management systems and having too many features that are out of your control. While the concept is promising, Decay of Logos suffers from a lack of polish. Decay of Logos is available now on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC for $19.99.